Welcome to Extra Time. One of our panel received a lot more tweets than any of the other today. I wonder who that might be, considering Lionel Messi scored a hat-trick in some style. Here are a few selections. So, Shaka, about that. No one will think less of you if you change your stance. Shaka Hislop, man, just rethink your theory about Messi. Meanwhile, tell Shaka to keep hating Messi. We will keep loving him because he is the greatest. Goat emojis all over these, Shaka. This goes back to Shaka saying that Messi can't be considered the greatest of all time unless he wins the World Cup. Shaka, you could change your mind.
Change your mind, you know.
I change my mind all the time, thank you very much. I know I can change my mind.
What?
What's the question?
Are you going to
Is he
change
the
your
greatest of all time?
I stick to what I say.
Which is?
mind? I thought Burnley was stubborn.
Look at the tapes.
Look at the tape.
What do you mean
Yeah.
look at the tapes?
I'm not getting into that argument again.
That's a lot of
I'm
tapes.
not.
The amount of goals he scored, that's a lot of tapes.
Look at tapes of what I said, is what I meant.
What if people have
What did
not
you say?
availability of those tapes?
What did you say? Tell us what you said then.
No, I'm not getting into that again. I'm not. I'm not.
Stevie, do you say he's the best?
It's either him or Maradona.
Right.
I kind of go back and forth.
Maradona won a World Cup.
So you keep giving me a hard time, and you're in the same position as me.
No, I'm not.
You know?
No, I think being stuck in a spot where you can't decide who the greatest player of all time is between two guys is not being stuck in a place.
Okay.
Whereas you're just not entertaining the fact that he's the best player in the world ever.
I'm entertaining it.
And let's get Gab in. May as well. Gab.
Yes?
This is where you offer your opinion
You know,
on whether or not Messi is indeed the GOAT.
I'm going to defer to the wise man that is Stevie Nicol. I feel silly trotting out the whole argument about difficulties in comparing different eras and whatever else. But when Maradona played, you didn't have the polarized landscape that you have now. You didn't have the Bosman ruling. So Messi has a far, far better supporting cast. And that, for me, is what makes it so difficult to go and split the two. But there's no question that they're out there. Maybe it's also the fact that, you know, I was younger when I saw Maradona play, and that sticks with you. But I think what Messi's doing is just redefining the modern era of football, and it's week in, week out. And because people will say we're hating on Cristiano, we don't mention him. He's also doing it, albeit in a different way, and he's a couple years older than Lionel Messi.
You see someone trying to bleep out Gab there when he said Ronaldo.
I think it was that guy who sent that tweet.
Do you think so? It should have said out.
Dandy.
By the way, I think he is. That's...
Nobody's interested with you.
Nobody asked
He
you.
is.
Not one person wrote it and said, Dad, what do you think?
Well,
There's
now
a bit of silence. So what?
Now everyone knows, all right?
Who cares what you...
No, I can't even think of anyone who does care. I was going to say someone, and it didn't even... no, she doesn't. He said no. Right. Does Gab now believe Craig and Stevie... Oh, Gab, right, ready. Do you now believe that Craig and Stevie, that maybe Sarri should get the sack at Chelsea? This performance against Everton should really do it.
Here we go again.
Be quick, Gab. We haven't got much studio time.
There's no possible reason to sack somebody at this stage of the season when they've embarked on it. If they come up short at the end of the season, he will get the sack. Today against Everton, it was a bizarre game. I thought they played really well in the first half. Should have scored, could have scored, and then completely disappeared in the second half. We've seen this before. There was the same thing against Bournemouth as well. And that's something that should worry you when, you know, you've been on supposedly a good run.
How many league games left?
7.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense sacking him, no. None.
Sorry?
Makes no sense. Makes no sense sacking.
No, I don't think
by the
Stevie's,
way-
I don't think you
No,
said.
we didn't.
I don't think you said sack.
No, this was a while back.
Isn't that what the tweet said?
I don't think
No,
it was
but I don't
sack
think Stevie ever said sack Sarri.
Yeah, no, I
He just
didn't.
said sort it out.
I don't think they'll actually sack him anyway.
Well, they might do in the summer.
Yeah, but who's actually going to want to take over at Chelsea, right? You're probably going to lose Hazard. your whole team needs overhauling, but you might have a transfer ban.
Yep.
I mean, somebody like Allegri or...
Oh.
Are they going to want to take on a job like that?
I think Big Sam's available.
Oh.
Griezmann dines with which players, if not Ronaldo and Messi?
The Atletico team.
Where do you... where do you... Griezmann, of course, apparently ESPN FC sources saying that he wants to go to Barcelona now. A bit late for that. He should have done that last year. Fool.
Yeah. Me too. I want to go to Barcelona as well.
Exactly. He doesn't like Atleti anymore. Right, Gab, who does he dine at? Which table?
He's at the same table as Messi and Cristiano. I mean, I'm sorry, Griezmann. You can be you're not even the best of the rest. You're one of the best at the rest. You can dine at a table with Eden Hazard and Kylian Mbappe and Neymar and those guys, but you're not getting into the Messi Cristiano table. Sorry.
No.
Agreed. That's a table for
Yes,
two.
agreed.
Table for two.
Table
them
for
two.
two.
Agree with Gab.
Is Gab and the Serie A Awesome podcast, this is a big, of course, issue with the podcast. We've had a lot of complaints about it, Gab, and you're anti-Inter ways. Are you going to show some love this week?
They played really well. Spalletti got it entirely right on the day. The question is, can you now build on it? Can you sort this out? Look, the big elephant in the room, Mauro Icardi and Wanda Nara, that's still there. That hasn't been sorted out. The fact that they have a bunch of older players that he seems to be comfortable with, but nobody else is. The fact that they got knocked out by freaking Eintracht Frankfurt, who by the way did not play well at all over the two legs, but they played a whole heck of a lot better than Inter. These are things that these are the realities for this team.
Right then, what did you give up for Lent, Gab? Or did you give anything up for Lent?
I haven't given anything up for.
No?
I haven't given anything up for Lent yet.
Well, not hating on Inter,
No.
that is for sure.
Yeah. We're waiting on
Shaka, what did you give up on?
coffee. I drink a lot of coffee. Well,
Don't you do that every year? That's pretty much a...
yeah, because that's what I enjoy and drink the most. Coffee.
Steve, I'm guessing you haven't given
What
up
do
what
you-
you enjoy.
What do you
drinking
enjoy
most.
and drink the most, Stephen?
No, nothing. I'm not giving in.
Okay, that is it. Thank
No
you very
chance.
much. Shaka, are you back on Twitter for all this abuse?
No,
No.
no.
You don't fancy rejoining it?
No.
Thank you very much to Gab.
Tapes out.
Get the tapes out, hey? Who says that, Stevie? Get the tapes. ESPN FC returns tomorrow. Stuart Robson's with us.
Ah!
Oh, get those wing backs ready.